$100 MBA Show, the business podcast that delivers the business lessons, tips, and strategies you're looking for every single day with our daily 10-minute business lessons for the real world. I'm your host, your coach, your teacher, Omar Zenhom. I'm also the co-founder of the $100 MBA, a complete business training and community online. And today's lesson is part one of a three-part lesson on how to create an online course. Nicole and I know a thing or two when it comes to creating an online course. We have over 180 video lessons inside the $100 MBA Training and Community. And we've created other courses as well outside the $100 MBA. We have free courses over at Webinar Ninja. We've created courses on podcasting. So this is something that we really know. We also know a bit about creating a course, period, because Nicole and I both have 14 years of education experience. This is what I went to school for. I have a master's in education, so does Nicole. And this is what we know like the back of our hand. So let's get into it. Let's get down to business. Today's episode of the $100 MBA Show is sponsored by Sidekick by HubSpot. Sidekick provides seamlessly integrated email tools for Gmail, Apple Mail, and Outlook. It's like doing a major upgrade for your email. With Sidekick, you can receive live notifications when somebody opens and clicks on your emails, so you have powerful contact insights right in your inbox. Go to getsidekick.com/MBA to get your first month of Sidekick for free. That's getsidekick.com/MBA. So in this three-part lesson, I'm going to outline exactly what you need to do in order to create your first online course. In part one, today's course, we're going to talk about how you create the actual course, how to plan, how to outline, how to shoot the course. In part two, tomorrow's lesson, we're going to talk about how to deliver your course. This includes how to host your videos, what to use to deliver your course, the actual platform, so people can log in with a username and password to access your secure course, how to accept payment for your course, and how to create a community aspect, whether that's on Facebook or a forum. Then on Thursday, part three of the course, we're going to talk about marketing and selling your course, how to put a sales page together, sales video, how to create an opt-in to lead into the course, how to do a pre-launch, and how to partner up with people so you can really nail selling your course. So as you can see, it's such a large lesson. We had to split it up into three parts. So let's jump into today's part, which we're going to talk about creating your actual course. I've been creating courses for a very long time. And the first step in creating your course is defining the purpose of the course. What's the outcome? What's the learning outcome? What are you trying to solve? What kind of pain are you trying to alleviate? This is really the point of the whole thing. You need to nail this from the get-go so you have clarity throughout the whole process so you know exactly what you're trying to accomplish. Here's a little advice when it comes to clarifying the purpose of the course. Get specific as possible. If you're creating a course to become a better runner, that's not specific enough. A course on how to train for a marathon is a little bit more specific. A course on how to run a mile under 6 minutes, that's a little bit more specific. Get specific as possible. For example, we have a free course on webinarninja.co, and the title of the course is Plan and Launch Your First Webinar. That's exactly what we're looking for. That's the purpose of the course. That's the outcome. By the time you finish this course, you'll know how to plan and launch your first webinar. So try to get as clear as possible. The next step is outlining your course. Now, if this is the first course you're creating, try to keep it simple. You may want to start out with something small, like the 7-day course that we created for Webinar Ninja. Now, that course is free over there, but I could sell that course if I wanted to. It has a lot of value, and I could put a price tag to it. I can easily sell that course for $50, $60. So you can create something small and still sell it. It doesn't have to be this huge library of courses. Now, you might be saying, well, look who's talking, Omar. The $100 MBA's got 180 videos in there. Yes, but we started out with a lot less, and we grew that library as we grew. So outline your course. This could be done on a Word doc, it could be on a piece of paper, and see this outline as a step-by-step guide or headlines to the outcome of your course. So with our webinar course, we talked about why webinars, we had an overview of webinars, We talked about preparing your actual slides. We talked about preparing actual webinar. We talked about marketing. We talked about selling on the webinar. We talked about teaching on the webinar. We talked about the tech, the equipment you're going to need, all these things. So it's kind of like a step-by-step guide. What are the things I need to cover in order to get to that outcome? Now, the next step is scripting. You want to script your course, even if you don't read it word for word. You want to script it out just so you know what you're covering, so you can cut. The point of scripting is cutting out the fluff, cutting out unnecessary content. You want to make sure that everything you offer has value and it's not just there to, take up space and time. So you could take each bullet point and script out a page of the content you want to cover for each point. Now, the next step, the fourth step, is deciding on a course title, the name of your course. And now I know that sounds like, wow, you've done so much and now you're deciding. Well, now you can really understand what this course is all about. You have an outline, you have some sort of a script. It's a lot easier to generate a powerful course title now that you know what it's all about and what people are going to get out of it. So if you don't have a course title yet, this is a good time to decide on one. Now that you have your content down, you need to start shooting your course. Now, I'm assuming this is a video course, but there are people that sell courses that are written-based. I've taken written-based courses, and they're not that bad. Obviously, video is very powerful, and you can convey a lot more information on video, and it has a higher perceived value. So I'm going to assume that you're going to be shooting a video course, but you can have a written course if you wish. So with a video course, you need to shoot this thing. Are you going to shoot on camera? Are you teaching? So in the $100 MBA, I'm teaching on the course. I'm on camera. Yes, we have titles and we have cutaways and we have all the different types of things, but most of the time I'm teaching in front of the camera. Are you going to do that, or are you going to use PowerPoint slides and are you going to be talking over the PowerPoint slides? That's fine as well. But just know that if you're on camera, there is a higher perceived value. Doesn't mean that you can't have a great course with slides, with PowerPoint slides. There's a lot of great courses I've taken that are all PowerPoint slide based, but people feel like they're getting more when you're on camera. And of course, you can combine the two, a bit of on camera and a bit of PowerPoint. But again, if you don't want to be on camera, PowerPoint is a great option. Make sure you're using a quality mic. And we have great lessons on the $100 MBA show when it deals with shooting great video, whether it's on camera or using PowerPoint. We'll put it in today's show notes. You can check them out if you're on your iPhone by just clicking on the cover art, or you can just visit 100mba.net/MBA325. Guys, I got more on today's lesson. We're going to talk about editing. But before that, I got to give love to today's sponsor, Single Grain. Recently, Nicole and I were hiring a new employee, and we found it to be extremely challenging. And we discovered it's the number one problem most businesses have, including large businesses like Facebook, Google, and Apple. They're not worried about their sales and marketing. It's hiring that they're really focusing on. Why does hiring have to be so hard? It seems like every company that I know struggles with it to get it right at some point. That's why Eric from Single Grain created the A-Player Hiring Blueprint after he lost close to $1 million on one bad hire. Today he's giving away a free resource he created called The 403 Rock Solid Interview Questions to help you find top talent. To get the resource, just text 403-BOOK to 33444 and you'll get the resource emailed straight to you. It's 100% secure and your data will be protected. Once again, that's 403-BOOK and text that to 33444. You'll get this epic resource sent to you, but grab it now because it's only available for a limited time. The last point I want to cover today is editing, and the easiest way to edit is just use any software that's easiest to use for you. If you're on your Mac, you have iMovies installed for free. If you're on a PC, you can use Windows Movie Maker. Of course, you can get really fancy and use Apple Final Cut or Adobe Premiere, but just use something that's familiar to use. And if you're doing screen grabs, like with your PowerPoint slides, you can use a software called ScreenFlow for the Mac and Camtasia for PC. That's really easy to use. Guys, we got a whole lot more to cover in this lesson. Part 2 of this lesson, we're going to be talking about delivering your course. How do you host your videos? How do you make sure they're secure so people don't, find them somewhere else? How do you deliver the actual course so people have a username and password? What kind of platform should you use? Your own site? Is there other options? What about creating that community feel? Facebook groups, forums, what do you use? And how do you accept payment? We'll talk all about that tomorrow. Remember, this is a 3-part lesson, so tune in. Make sure you subscribe so you get these automatically. Guys, we would love to hear from you with an iTunes rating and review. Let us know what your favorite takeaway is, your favorite episode. If you're on your iPhone, just click on the cover art and click on the link that says give us a rating and review. If you're